Hello. So, welcome back to Usable Live. Today we have something rather interesting for what most people can use.
Yeah.
And do you have any like a little preview before we show something fun?
Yes, of course, we're very worried about people bursting into the office while we're recording and having all sorts of problems doing things live. So Johan, at our live stream yesterday,
Yeah.
created a "We Are Live" poster. So let's see if we can see that poster here somewhere.
Yeah, let's see.
There
There
it
it is.
is.
And look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
So that's outside the office. So if you're close by, don't come in.
Don't take this as a challenge.
So so that's it. But that's not the topic of the day.
Okay, so what is the topic?
So the topic today is ChatGPT MCP.
Oh,
It even rhymes.
yeah. So this kind of we now are slowly moving into a space where we will be able to cater to the masses in a sense,
Yeah.
given that ChatGPT is probably one of the most used AI tools in the world for most like general people.
And of course, Usable works with MCP. So therefore, Usable now works with ChatGPT.
Yeah, oh, look at that. Sounds like music. You have some tunes in the background.
So a couple of caveats.
Yeah.
It is early days. It's early days for ChatGPT in the MCP world, and so everything is in developer mode.
Okay.
So you need to like find the right place to activate it, and it only works with paid accounts. So
Yeah.
so
Okay.
you
Yeah.
have to have a Pro or Plus or Enterprise or
Mm.
something like that account.
And just to reiterate as well, that beta came out last week.
Yeah.
This MCP feature came out as a beta feature last week, which means you can expect a lot of small things that might be a bit confusing. But that's why we're here. We went through the pain, so you don't have to.
So we went to configure it. You go into settings, and then you go to connectors, and you can see some standard connectors here. And to activate like connectors like Usable, you have to go under Advanced Settings and activate Developer Mode. And when you do
Yeah.
that, you have this option to create a new connector. And if we do this new connector and the name is Usable,
Yeah.
you can leave out the description, and the URL is, of course, usable.dev.
And
And
you can
then,
find this on our documentation
yeah,
as well.
so usable.dev docs has everything,
Yeah.
but it's API/MCP. Quite simple. And then we have authentication, OAuth.
Yeah. Which means that now we, just as a little sneak preview, I guess, is that we now also support OAuth.
Yep. So
So that will be integrated into everything later on.
and we have to trust this application, and of course we trust
Yes.
Usable.
Everyone should trust Usable.
And I press create, and it says error fetching OAuth configuration. So what is the reason for that?
That is a good question. Did you spell it? Usable?
Yeah,
There you go.
Usable, wrong spelling.
This is always what happens when, as they say, the presentation gods
Yep,
like to play.
demo gods.
The demo gods.
And now it connects to Usable,
Oh.
and we were already logged in, so it's just automatically. When you've tried it before,
Yeah. So
it asks for username and password if you're not logged in. But
so essentially what it does is it reroutes you over to Usable
yeah.
to log in with your Usable credentials.
So now Usable is connected to ChatGPT, and we can go back and you can see Usable here, and now you can see we're in developer mode.
Oh yeah.
And you can see this nice orange border around the prompt. And you would think that now we are in developer mode.
Yeah, I mean, it says developer mode right there. So
But I think that's not enough. You have to
Oh.
press plus and then go to more and then activate developer mode.
Okay,
And
yeah.
not only that, you need to activate again the connection.
Okay, yeah.
So that here you are.
Okay,
And
fair
then we
enough.
can do things like list all workspaces in Usable. See
And this will,
if ChatGPT can find out
okay.
to make that call.
And again, as people might notice, it's that it might be a bit confusing with all the setup, but it's early days and they're still trying to figure it out how to structure it right.
Yeah, and there we get the next stumbling block, and that is you need to confirm that this action is okay. Although we trust it, we told it we trust it,
Yeah.
but that's not enough. So we'll just say this. Remember for this conversation that this action is okay. You can list workspaces. That's fine.
So now he's actually making a call to usable through the MCP.
Yep. Here are all the accessible workspaces in usable, 14 in total. So you can see all even my private ones. So
we'll cover those up in post.
So then we could ask something.
What's interesting to ask? We used Orlando a lot. Should we try something else?
Yes. So a couple of months ago, we did a project on great skuas.
Oh. That's a bird, if anyone's wondering.
Is there some project in usable about great skuas? And I will do.
The first challenge is to figure out how the heck you spell skuas. But...
So if I Google great skuas, this is a great skua, just for reference.
Okay. So you can go on the Wikipedia page and read about skuas.
And again, we need to confirm that it's okay that we do an agentic search.
And so if you'd ask the same thing next time, he would not be asking you that.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
It's beta version, so we never know.
Yeah.
So ChatGPT is calling the tool. Query is great skuas. Limit is 10. We're patiently waiting. I think this works a bit faster than the other tools that we're using.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And we even have ChatGPT 5 instant and not like research mode or any deep thinking mode or anything like that.
But there's also why they left it in developer mode as well, to make sure that they're not overloading everything and making sure everything runs smoothly before it's available to everyone.
Yeah. Patiently waiting still.
So now we should definitely cue some elevator music.
We could go into usable while we're waiting and then see if we can find the same thing inside usable.
Yeah.
And now we have an internal server error, and that's fantastic.
Let's see. Oh, never mind. We can just ignore that error.
There it is. Yes, there is a project in usable about great skuas. Mainly under the OVO time. Oh, that was the name of the project.
Okay, yeah.
So there are some fragments that are in usable. Okay, there's a PRD.
Which is short for product requirement documentation.
Yes.
Which is essentially what you would write to when you have to make a product. You would like to define what the product is and what it can do.
So I'm asking, can you give me an executive summary of the PRD?
Yeah.
Let's see if it comes. What did that say beyond that? Yeah. And okay. So I think it was the one before was agentic search, and now it was to get a specific fragment.
Okay.
So there was a different operation, but
yeah,
a bit annoying that you have to answer yes every time you're asking for something.
But ideally, what will most likely happen is that he will remember all the tools that you used and eventually stop asking. And look at that.
So we have the core functionality, the problem solution, core features, users, tech stack, implementation plan. And in short, it's a scientific field app. Okay.
Okay.
So it asks, ChatGPT asks us, would you like me to also create a slide style summary?
Oh.
Yeah, I think no. But can you...
yeah, because now you can kind of go into the space where ChatGPT is really good.
Yeah, so if we put it in a canvas. So canvas is like a ChatGPT thing.
So now you can really like utilize what makes ChatGPT so good.
There we have the canvas.
Look at that.
If I press edit, then I can like And I can work with the canvas just as
Yeah.
normal with ChatGPT. Like, can you add a face? There are 4 faces there. Maybe phase 5, global expansion.
Oh, look at that. This bird will be everywhere.
Just put some editing of it. You probably could edit it yourself over here.
Mm. But I mean, if you have the AI, might as well just use them to the fullest.
Global expansion. Fantastic. Can you update the PRD
Oh, this is where it gets really interesting.
in usable accordingly?
And this will actually update the fragment in usable.
Yes. Hopefully. Calling tool. I'm sure it's going to ask again. Am I allowed to write? Then I would say it's only now that it's becoming dangerous or something. You're updating information. All the other tool calls were pretty harmless.
Yeah. So mostly just to query stuff as well, right?
Yeah. But the whole point here is that, well, you can use ChatGPT with all the special features here, but you can also use, you can access the same information again.
Oh, look at that.
Okay. So with
Look
all the update is here, and then you say yes, that's fine. But you can use other tools to access the same information. So if you're using Visual Studio Code or Cursor or anything, the PRD has been updated, and
as he says right there, unable usable has been successfully updated. So he actually updated in usable then.
Yeah.
Oh, that is really nice. Yeah. And I mean, one I could like imagine immediately the biggest benefit of this working in ChatGPT is that previously we've made sure to showcase how to do things in Cursor, or you could use Raycast or Warp, like basically kind of developer tools.
Yeah.
Which might not be very ideal for people who aren't developers. So, for example, using Cursor. So this actually opens up the door for, I don't want to use the word regular, or like more general. You can use usable in a more general sense. So people that aren't developers can still use it in their team.
Exactly. So
anyone can essentially use usable.
It opens it up to a much larger user base.
Yeah.
So now we're in usable, and we could search here and say, okay, overtime, PRD. There is a PRD here, and I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping that we now have a phase 5 in the plan somewhere. Where was the plan?
Let's see. There it is.
Okay, say global expansion is there.
With 0 effort.
But I just asked for global expansion. It expanded it with some details, like AIs do.
Yeah, and again, if you wanted it better, you would have to specify more. That's more on the AI side, not the tool side.
Yep.
That is really cool.
Yep. So I don't have more.
No, I think that was really good, and I feel like everyone should try this now, especially if you have a ChatGPT Pro or paid version. You should at least give it a try, and even if you are someone who is not a developer, I feel like I strongly suggest that you actually try it so you can test it out and see what works.
Yep.
Because the point of usable is not only for developers. It can expand into any space eventually. So.
And you can connect ChatGPT, like most people use, but any other of the chat tools that support MCPs, and I guess pretty much everyone does that now.
Yeah. So I think we can think you should try ChatGPT, and then we'll end with that you should now go do something usable.
Thank you.
Thank you.